wins right now. Catch me if you can. Total catch up, but I still can't even see him from the view.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 13. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Second and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
From the 41, Mayfield. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be third down. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 44, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 2nd and 7. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick it.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To try again after the sack. Goff. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 26 Mike. Hey, we gotta get Mayfield looks to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it is 42-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air again. Goff. Caught by Nelson left side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. McCann for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Goff.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. Open man is QT, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Goff. Had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Goff escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Final play of the half, Mayfield.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Mayfield with it once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he... And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Third and long. It's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Alert, alert, alert. 3 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Down to lose 1. Hurry. 6, Mike. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns are pouring it on.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, Swift.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mike 4. Here we go. Mike 4.
Second down and goal. Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Goff on third and goal. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Aleem McNeil
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Get that.
Mayfield down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz
from 10 yards out.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Detroit. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now Goff on first down.
He'll get this off to Swift.
3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A give to Williams, running right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Again, it's Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Goff. And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Cooper here.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.